Okay, so for today's video, I want to talk about pop duo Daryl Hall and John Oates. You probably know them for their big run they had, about a 10-year run starting in the mid-70s into the mid-80s. All those huge hit songs like Rich Girl, Sarah Smile, You Make My Dreams, Private Eyes, Maneater, the list goes on and on. Out of touch. They called it quits this past November when Daryl Hall filed a lawsuit against John Oates over John Oates' desire to sell his share of their music publishing. Much has been written and said about this. Not going to get into the lawsuit today, but what I want to talk about, I want to go back to an interview / performance they did back in 2002 on a Bravo television series hosted by David Wild, I think the guy's name is. Back in 2002, Wild was a music journalist. I think he might have written for Rolling Stone. He's a host of this sit-down interview / performance show. And the clip I want to touch on is this one here. They're coming out of a performance of the big Hall & Oates hit song. They talk about the composition and the writing of the song No Can Do, I Can't Go For That. It was a big hit off of their Private Eyes album, 1981. And I want you to listen to what Hall & Oates have to say after David Wild questions them about their style of music, often referred to as blue-eyed soul.
I remember around this time I was listening to all sorts of radio stations, and that was one. I remember you'd hear it on a black station, you hear it on a rock station, you hear it on a pop station. Was that a source of pride to you that your music was not just being heard by one community, it was being heard by everybody?
That's part of our story that I don't know if a lot of people, I don't know if it can happen as much as it did during our coming up period. We basically started on black radio. I mean, our
black radio was supported us from the beginning.
Even the temp tones. I mean,
we tried to get on white radio.
Yeah, that was our biggest hurdle, was trying to get on pop radio. Yeah. But in those days, you could do that all through the 80s, and I think things have changed for the worse now. I think things have polarized in a way that they shouldn't really. But we have consistently had hits with the black community as well as the white community. If we're proud of anything, I mean, we're definitely proud of that idea, because that's what it's supposed to be about. It's American music.
Blue-eyed soul is a phrase that always comes to mind. How do you feel about?
I never liked that. I never liked that phrase. I think there's something inadvertently racist about it. It doesn't work for me. You know, I've never felt comfortable with it.
Soul is not the domain of race.
No, soul's a state of mind, a state of heart. You know.
So what do you guys think? Do you agree with Daryl Hall, John Oates, and their assessment of the term blue-eyed soul? I kind of have to agree with them, man. I mean, anytime you marginalize somebody because of the color of their skin, their race, or eye color for that matter, it's not cool, man. I mean, personally, I think music belongs to everyone. Obviously, there's different kinds of music that originate from different communities, you know, have their origins in particular geographic regions of the world or the country. But, you know, I don't think anybody should have to apologize for the kind of music they like, kind of music they want to play. I mean, if you hear music that moves you and it touches you, I think music is much too important to be put in boxes like that, to marginalize different groups for wanting to play certain kinds of music. I mean, speaking for myself, music's far too important to me to be concerned with different labels or categories like that. If somebody wants to play, if somebody likes a certain kind of music, they want to play a particular kind of music. You know, if you're earnest and you're sincere about playing music and it's something that you like and you enjoy and it moves you, more power to you. Like I said, that's why I never understood the concept of guilty pleasures when it comes to music. You know, why should you feel guilty about liking a song? If a song moves you and you enjoy it, like I said, music's way too important to feel guilty about enjoying any kind of music, no matter who you are, where you're from, your socioeconomic background, your race, skin color, it shouldn't matter. Music should be for everybody. If you dig it, man. Get down with it, enjoy it, love it. Should be there for everybody. That's why I wanted to share this clip. I always liked this clip, and I'll share the entire video in the description. If you're a Hall & Oates fan, I highly recommend watching this whole interview / performance. Or if you like good music, good melodious songs, I think you'll enjoy it. So check it out. Hope you dug this video today, man, and see you next time.
Who's here?